In the night of April 1st, 2006, 27-year-old medical student Brian Shaffer walked into the Ugly Tuna Saloon, a popular bar in Columbus, Ohio, and was never seen leaving. What happened inside those walls has haunted his family, baffled investigators, and became one of the most enduring mysteries in modern true crime. Brian was a second-year med student at Ohio State University, described as an ambitious, easygoing, and full of plans for the future. He had just finished midterms and was looking forward to spring break trip to Miami with his girlfriend, Alexis. But that week his life had taken a difficult turn. His mother had recently passed away from cancer, and friends said he was still reeling from the loss. On March 31st, 2006, Brian went out with friends to blow off steam. They started at a few bars near campus, eventually making their way to the Ugly Tuna Saloon around 1:15 a.m. Surveillance cameras captured Brian and his friends riding the escalator up to the bar on the second floor. Inside, they drank, talked, and mingled with others. At around 1:55 a.m., Brian was seen on camera outside the bar's entrance, briefly talking to two women. Then stepped back toward the bar entrance, and from that moment on, he was never seen leaving. Police combed through surveillance footage from the bar and the surrounding area. Every exit was accounted for. Cameras monitored the main stairway, the escalator, and the only other public way out. Yet no footage ever showed Brian leaving. Some speculated he disguised himself and slipped out undetected. Others suggested he may have found a back route through the building's service area, which were under heavy construction at the time. That construction is key. Parts of the bar and the building were being renovated, creating dark, unfinished hallways and potentially unsecured exits that weren't fully monitored. Theories abound. Did Brian leave voluntarily, starting a new life to escape grief and pressure? Was he the victim of foul play, his body hidden in the construction zone or removed unnoticed? Could he have accidentally met his end somewhere within the maze of scaffolding, service tunnels, and construction debris? Even stranger, Brian's phone later rang several times. Once, years later, in 2008, though investigators traced it to a cell tower far from the city, and no real activity was ever confirmed. Brian's girlfriend continued to call his phone, leaving messages for months. His father, Derek Shaffer, launched his own investigations, appearing on national programs to keep the case alive. Tragically, Derek passed away in 2008 when a tree fell on him during a storm, leaving Brian's younger brother Clint as the last immediate family member. To this day, no confirmed trace of Brian has ever been found. There's something almost surreal about this case. A busy bar, dozens of witnesses, cameras everywhere, and yet a man simply disappears. The Ugly Tuna Saloon, with its unfinished hallways and strange layout at the time, has become a kind of liminal symbol, a place caught between normal nightlife and something far darker. Officially, Brian Shaffer is still missing. The bar has since closed, the area redeveloped, and the leads have gone cold. But every year, people still ask the same question. How can someone walk into a bar in the heart of a city and never walk out? This has been Liminal Case Files. Thank you for watching.